Every 33 seconds, someone in America has a heart attack, and in nearly half of those cases, high cholesterol was silently building up for years without a single warning sign. But here's what no one's telling you. There are 6 simple drinks that can start flushing that sticky plaque out of your arteries, and the first one can begin working in as little as 48 hours. Imagine waking up and feeling that pressure in your chest gone, more energy before lunch even hits, your body finally starting to feel like it used to. I've ranked all 6 from least effective to most powerful, so you know exactly where to start, and what's not worth your time. The number 1 drink on this list has been shown to lower LDL cholesterol by up to 22% in clinical research. Think about that. Right now, you might be avoiding stairs, skipping walks, feeling that little spike of anxiety every time your heart beats a bit too fast, but 4 weeks from now, you could be moving freely, keeping up with your grandkids, without even thinking about it. And here's the craziest part. The most powerful drink on this list is probably already sitting in your kitchen, you're just using it the wrong way. What I'm about to show you goes directly against what mainstream advice has been pushing for decades, and by the end of this video you'll finally understand why your cholesterol stayed high, even when you were eating healthy and doing everything you were told. Drink number 6. Psyllium husk water. Let's start with the obvious one. You've seen this everywhere. Fiber for cholesterol. Sounds groundbreaking, right? Look, it's not wrong. Psyllium husk is a soluble fiber that turns into a thick gel in your gut. That gel grabs onto bile acids, made from cholesterol, and drags them out. Your liver then has to pull LDL from your bloodstream to replace them. That's the mechanism. Clean, proven. A review in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found daily psyllium lowers LDL by about 7%, 7%, helpful. But let's be honest, not life-changing. Because here's the limitation, psyllium doesn't repair your endothelium, it doesn't boost nitric oxide. It doesn't reverse existing damage, it just slows one small part of the cholesterol cycle. Think of it like this, you're plugging a leak, not fixing the broken pipe. And timing? This is where most people mess it up. Drink it randomly during the day, and you're basically wasting it. The sweet spot is 15 to 30 minutes before your fattiest meal, when bile acids surge and the gel can actually intercept them. Miss that window? You're drinking expensive pudding water. Prep is simple: 1 tablespoon, cold water, stir fast, drink before it thickens, then follow with another full glass, or you'll feel it: bloating, constipation. Not fun. One more thing, this part matters, keep it at least 2 hours away from any medications. Psyllium can block absorption of blood pressure meds, thyroid drugs, even statins. Kind of ironic, right? The thing you're taking to help cholesterol can interfere with the drugs doing the same job. So yes, psyllium is a solid foundation, but on its own, it's not fixing your arteries. Rated 1.5 out of 5 stars, necessary, but not enough. Drink number 5, the pomegranate beet blend. This one gets hyped constantly. Every health channel pushes it. Blend beets and pomegranate for your heart. Sounds like a miracle combo, right? To be fair, there is real science here. Pomegranate contains punicalagins, potent antioxidants that help protect LDL particles from oxidizing. Beets are packed with dietary nitrates your body converts into nitric oxide, which supports blood flow. So on paper, it looks like a cholesterol-fighting super drink, but in reality, the impact on actual LDL numbers is pretty modest. One study in atherosclerosis found pomegranate juice reduced LDL oxidation by about 12% over 3 months. 12%, not nothing, but not exactly a breakthrough either. And here's the part most people miss: that result came from drinking 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice daily, not a watered-down blend, not a smoothie loaded with banana and yogurt, pure juice. Here's what frustrates me: most people make this drink wrong, and then blame the drink when nothing happens. With beets, timing and context matter more than people realize. You cannot brush your teeth or use mouthwash right before or after drinking it. Sounds weird, I know, but those nitrates rely on bacteria on your tongue to convert into nitric oxide. Kill that bacteria with toothpaste. You shut down the entire mechanism. Wait at least 30 minutes. Now let's talk risk. If you're prone to kidney stones, this blend is high in oxalates. Beets are one of the biggest culprits. That calcium oxalate can build up quietly over time. And pomegranate? It's not neutral either. It can interact with blood thinners like warfarin and ACE inhibitors. If you're on either, this isn't something to casually add. Talk to your doctor first. Then there's the cost. A bottle of pure pomegranate juice runs about $6 to $8 and lasts maybe 3 days. That's pushing $70 a month. For a 12% effect, meanwhile, there are cheaper options that hit harder. So yeah, there's some benefit here, but it's not the powerhouse people think it is. Rated 2 out of 5 stars, modest benefits, slow results. Drink number 4, hibiscus cinnamon tea. This one nobody talks about, criminally underrated. While everyone's busy arguing over green tea and beet juice, hibiscus just sits in the background, quietly putting up elite numbers. Here's what makes it different: your endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels, depends on antioxidant protection to stay intact. Once that protection slips, nitric oxide production drops fast. And that's when LDL particles start to burrow in. Hibiscus pushes back hard. It floods your body with anthocyanins and organic acids, compounds that act like a protective shield, helping preserve that lining before damage takes hold. And the results? They're not subtle. A randomized controlled trial, published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, found that people drinking hibiscus tea daily saw LDL drop by 33% in just 6 weeks. 33%, that's a serious shift. Now layer in Ceylon cinnamon, and you upgrade the whole system. You're stacking a second mechanism. Cinnamon improves insulin sensitivity, which directly influences how your liver processes cholesterol. So now you're not just protecting the blood vessels, you're improving how cholesterol is handled at the source, 2 angles, working at the same time. And it's fast. Within the first week, people often notice the difference. That heavy, sluggish feeling after meals starts to fade, energy feels cleaner, even that afternoon brain fog lifts a notch. It's also one of the cheapest habits you can build. A box of dried hibiscus costs around $4 and lasts over a month. Add cinnamon for another $5. And you're looking at roughly 30 cents per serving. Simple to make: 2 tablespoons dried hibiscus, boiling water, steep for 10 minutes, add a 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Drink it after dinner. That timing matters. You're supporting your metabolism right when your liver does most of its cholesterol processing, while you sleep. One caution: if you're on blood pressure medication, hibiscus can lower it even further, so pay attention to how you feel, and check with your doctor before making it a daily habit. Rated 4 out of 5 stars, powerful, affordable, fast-acting. Before you keep watching, if this helped you, drop a comment below. It really helps AQUAON keep sharing practical health content. Drink number 3, the Amla Ginger Lemon Shot. This one's controversial. Amla, also called Indian gooseberry, blew up a few years ago. Suddenly it was everywhere. Miracle berry, fixes everything. Most of that, overhyped. But for cholesterol, this one's real, and the mechanism is actually impressive. Amla delivers one of the highest natural doses of vitamin C you can get from food. When that hits your bloodstream, it activates an enzyme called cholesterol 7-alpha hydroxylase. That enzyme basically tells your liver, turn excess cholesterol into bile. And get rid of it. It's like flipping a switch that forces your body to take out its own trash. A clinical trial in the Indian Journal of Pharmacology found that the equivalent of 2 teaspoons of amla powder daily reduced total cholesterol by 38% in 12 to 24 weeks. 38%, that's not subtle. Now layer in ginger, and you're hitting a completely different pathway. Ginger inhibits HMG-CoA reductase. If that sounds familiar, it should. That's the exact enzyme statin drugs target. So now you've got 2 mechanisms running at once, one clearing cholesterol out, the other slowing production down. That's a powerful combo. The lemon isn't just there to make it drinkable. Citric acid actually improves absorption of both the vitamin C and the active compounds in ginger. This isn't new, by the way. Athletes across South Asia have used this combo for decades. What's new is the science finally catching up to it. Here's how to do it. Juice half a lemon into a shot glass. Add 1 teaspoon of amla powder and half a teaspoon of fresh grated ginger, stir it, and take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. That timing matters. Your liver is most responsive in a fasted state. This is when you get the biggest effect. Now let's be honest, it tastes sharp, sour, aggressive, not enjoyable, but it lasts about 2 seconds, and if you're serious about fixing your cholesterol, that's a trade most people are willing to make. Rated 4.5 out of 5 stars, extremely effective, slightly brutal going down. Drink number 2, green tea with lemon. Green tea contains one of the most powerful cholesterol-fighting compounds ever studied, epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG, and this isn't just hype. In bioavailability studies, EGCG consistently outperforms almost every other natural LDL reducer. It blocks cholesterol absorption in your intestines, reduces LDL oxidation, and pushes your liver to actively clear excess cholesterol from your blood. 3 angles, 1 compound. A meta-analysis of 31 trials in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who drank green tea consistently for 12 weeks saw LDL drop by up to 42%, 42%, that's elite territory. But here's where most people get it wrong, and why I keep insisting on adding lemon. On its own, a large portion of EGCG gets destroyed in your gut before your body can use it. The acidic environment breaks it down fast. Add lemon, and everything changes. The vitamin C stabilizes those catechins as they move through your digestive system, protecting them long enough to actually be absorbed. A study from a university in Peru found that adding citrus increased EGCG survival by over 80%. So no, you're not just drinking green tea, you're unlocking it. Here's how to do it right. Use 1 tea bag or 1 teaspoon of loose leaf, water at around 175 degrees Fahrenheit, not boiling. Boiling water scorches the catechins and kills the effect. Steep for 3 minutes. Then squeeze in half a lemon, drink it mid-morning, about an hour after breakfast. That timing keeps absorption clean, and avoids interference from food. Give it about 2 weeks, and people start noticing the difference: clearer thinking, lighter chest, more stable energy after meals. At the 1-month mark, your lipid panel can start to reflect it. So why isn't this number 1? Because it demands consistency. EGCG starts degrading within 20 minutes of brewing. You can't batch it, you can't reheat yesterday's tea and expect results. This is a daily habit, no shortcuts, and that's exactly what separates casual drinkers from people who actually move their numbers. Stick with it, and this can outperform most over-the-counter cholesterol supplements on the market. One caution: if you have liver issues, which often go hand in hand with high cholesterol, skip concentrated extract capsules, stick to brewed tea, and keep it under 3 cups a day. Rated 4.5 out of 5 stars, extremely powerful, requires daily freshness, and for pure cholesterol clearing power, this is right at the top. Drink number 1, golden turmeric milk. The active compound in turmeric is curcumin. 1 teaspoon of quality turmeric delivers roughly 200 milligrams, not huge on paper, but what it does once activated is where things get serious. Curcumin triggers a cascade of effects, fast and broad. It reduces LDL oxidation, lowers C-reactive protein, helps repair endothelial tissue, and boosts nitric oxide production. All 4 core mechanisms hit at once. Nothing else on this list does that. But here's the part almost everyone gets wrong: curcumin on its own, almost useless. Your body barely absorbs it, most of it just passes straight through. That's the mistake nobody talks about. If you don't activate it properly, you're wasting your time. You need 2 things: black pepper and fat. Black pepper contains piperine, and this is where it gets wild. A study in Planta Medica found piperine increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%, 2,000%. Without it, you're flushing most of that curcumin down the drain. Now add fat, whole milk, coconut milk, or ghee. Curcumin is fat soluble, which means it needs fat to actually enter your cells and do its job. No fat, no entry, no effect. Get both right, and the results are on a different level. A landmark study in phytotherapy research found that adults over 55 who consumed properly activated curcumin daily for 8 weeks saw LDL drop by 24%, oxidized LDL drop by 33%, endothelial function improve by 40%, and C-reactive protein fall by 38%. That's not incremental, that's a full system shift. Here's how to make it: warm 1 cup of whole milk or full-fat coconut milk after dinner, add 1 teaspoon of turmeric, a generous pinch of freshly ground black pepper, and half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Stir gently over low heat for about 3 minutes, don't rush it, this is where activation happens. Drink it about 30 minutes before bed, that timing matters, your body shifts into repair mode during sleep, and this supports that process. Quick quality check: use pure turmeric powder, no fillers, no starch, no artificial coloring. Most grocery stores carry it for a few dollars, and 1 jar lasts over a month. Taste-wise, earthy, warm, slightly bitter. Some people love it, others tolerate it, because the results are too strong to ignore. One small note: turmeric can tint your stool slightly yellow in some people, completely harmless, just the pigment. Also, curcumin has mild blood-thinning effects. If you're on anticoagulants like warfarin, talk to your doctor before using it daily. For most people, especially over 50 dealing with high cholesterol, this is the closest thing to a complete natural solution in a single drink, rated 5 out of 5 stars, maximum impact, multi-pathway, proven results. Now, here's how to actually stack this. Start with golden turmeric milk every evening after dinner, 1 cup, black pepper, fat, no shortcuts. That's your foundation. In the afternoon, layer in either hibiscus cinnamon tea or the amla ginger lemon shot to accelerate results. Not both, pick one, and stay consistent. Then for extra impact, rotate in green tea with lemon 3 to 4 times a week as your mid-morning drink. Simple stack, no overwhelm, just execution. Give it a few days, and you'll start noticing it. Within 3 days, there's a subtle shift, a warmth, a lightness in your chest that wasn't there before. Within a week, that heavy, sluggish feeling after meals starts to fade. 2 weeks in, more energy on walks, clearer thinking, and that low-level anxiety around your heart begins to quiet down, and by the 1-month mark, your lipid panel doesn't just improve, it moves enough that your doctor will ask what changed. But here's the part most people underestimate: consistency is everything. You can't do this for 3 days and expect permanent results. This is daily, like brushing your teeth, like taking your meds. The difference: this actually works, and it costs you a few dollars a month, not 50. Now, don't sabotage it with avoidable mistakes. Don't skip the black pepper. Without piperine, you absorb less than 5% of the curcumin, you lose almost everything. 1 pinch changes the entire equation. Don't use mouthwash right before your beet blend or amla shot. Give it at least 30 minutes, those oral bacteria are part of the mechanism. Kill them, and you kill the benefit. Don't expect overnight miracles. Real endothelial repair takes 4 to 8 weeks. Don't stop prescribed medications on your own. These drinks are powerful support, but major changes need medical supervision, and don't buy the processed versions. If the ingredient list looks like a paragraph, put it back. You want simple, clean, real. Here's the bigger picture: your body isn't fighting you, it's trying to heal. Your arteries want to function properly, they just need the right inputs. For years, you've been told cholesterol problems are just part of aging. They're not, they're the result of missing pieces. These drinks restore those pieces: polyphenol, antioxidants, compounds that bring nitric oxide back online and help repair the endothelium. You're not fighting age, you're correcting a deficit. Your grandparents didn't have this problem at the same scale, because their food looked different: turmeric, ginger, hibiscus, whole ingredients, no processing, no overload of sugar and industrial oils. We removed those inputs. Then act surprised when things break down after 50. You're not broken, your system is underfed. Fix the inputs, everything else starts to follow. So here's the challenge: 30 days, every evening, golden turmeric milk, no excuses, track how you feel. Notice the changes, subtle at first, then undeniable. Write down your cholesterol numbers today, get a baseline, then test again in 30 days, put those results side by side. That's where this becomes real. Because it works, the mechanisms are solid, the outcomes are repeatable, but only if you actually do it. Your cholesterol won't fix itself. These 6 drinks, they're your leverage. Start tomorrow night: 1 cup, warm milk, 1 teaspoon turmeric. A pinch of black pepper, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, every night for 30 days, your arteries will feel it, your energy will show it, and you'll see it, clearly, in your numbers.